Hey peeps, crazy times. Been away for a while, back now. Just want to give a quick prediction as to where I see prices going for gold and silver. So there's four things we need to keep in mind. So we've got the virus, we've got the stimulus, the US elections, and Brexit. So at the moment, the virus is increasing in Europe, and we're seeing more lockdowns in Europe, which has spooked the market, and we've seen a sell off in the market. Gold and silver seems to be holding up. The stimulus is stalled over in the US, and that will probably pass after the elections at some point. The elections are looking pretty tight. Biden's winning apparently, but Trump isn't really far behind. And Brexit, that's all over the place. It doesn't look good. It's looking like a potential no deal. So how is that going to affect gold and silver and precious metals? Well, what I see, I think the overriding issues at the moment are the elections, which links to the stimulus, and the virus. So I think the virus is going to continue to get worse, and then I think we're going to have a contested elections. I mean, it's going to be so close that it's going to be contested, and that's going to create massive uncertainty. So the elections are the 2nd of November, so next week. I think it's about this time next week or Wednesday next week. I think around that time. I think next week we're going to see a massive sell off, and the sell off is going to probably last maybe 2 weeks. So I think the markets are going to sell off, gold and silver are going to sell off, Bitcoin, everything is going to sell off. It's going to be crazy. And then once we get more clarity over the elections and who's won, then we can get on to the whole stimulus situation. Because both parties want to pass the stimulus, so we're gonna get the stimulus. It's just how we get there, and it's going to be a very volatile road as to how we get there. Because even if we do get, more clarity on who's elected, so if Trump wins or Biden win, I mean, it doesn't really matter. But then it's about the Senate, right? Because if the Republicans have it, but the Democrats control the Senate, then that's going to cause more problems with the stimulus. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, what I'm saying is that prices for almost every asset class are gonna remain volatile until we get more clarity on the stimulus, and I think that's not going to happen until early 2021. I think at that point as well, the virus will start to come down. We'll get a vaccine and all of that. Even that won't be clear cut, because there's various vaccines out there. Some of them will work, some of them won't, so that's going to be quite convoluted as well. So it's going to be a bumpy ride, guys. But going into 2021, I think we're going to start to see some more clarity. We're going to have Brexit as well. Now that's going to cause another more downside pressure. Sorry, guys, this is not great news. That's going to create more downside pressure from the UK perspective. That should keep our prices for gold and silver quite stable, because the pound will probably go down, which will help to push the prices up in gold and silver in pounds. So effectively, what I'm saying is, I think gold and silver prices are going to start to come down, and I think they're going to remain subdued until sort of 2021, early 2021, and then because of all the uncertainty. And then I think once the virus and everything starts to get under control and we get stimulus, I think the prices are going to remain stable. I don't think we're going to see a massive explosion in prices of gold and silver until inflation takes over. Now, that's the paradigm that we all need to look out for. Once the inflation paradigm takes over, which I think is in later 2021, that's when I think we're going to see that's when we're going to see massive increases in the prices, because it's really stimulus and the virus which are driving the prices now. The virus is going to calm down. That's potentially going to go away. So that fear of the virus pushing people into gold and silver, that's going to go. The stimulus is going to get passed, and we're going to see a bump up in the prices, and then that links to the inflation. So once we get the velocity of money, which we're probably going to get in the latter part of 2021, then I think that's when prices are going to start to explode and explode hard into 2022. So we're not there yet, guys, in my opinion, but we're getting there. Leave a comment if you agree or disagree, if you got any points to add, and catch you later. Cheers.